we're here from Drake Wing Gaming, and so you me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of NeveN, A Ket's Path. So, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. The priest of Garan, after a brief pause, advances through the crowd, never glancing at them. The shadows on the ceiling slowly disappear as he makes his way towards the scene, allowing us to see him. He walks calmly to his seat while unhooking the hammer hanging from his hips to place it on the table. Looks like he takes his position as a blacksmith very seriously. The silence that follows is interrupted by a new thump from the rooster. Lord Tennock, Ambassador of Kazal, the Fire Incarnate! Sorry, y'all. Tired Durg. Alright. Tennock enters in his usual style. A burst of flame shoots the door before rising to the ceiling, while a wave of heat travels through the crowd. I can't help but roll my eyes as he enters, all smiles, greeting everyone. He waves to me as he passes me by before taking his seat as well. Finally, please welcome the royal family, Prince Mielbjorn, the heir to the throne of Frostfang, our Lord King Lusk, the architect, the healer, and lastly our Lord King Aeon, destroyer of walls, conqueror of the realm, the living shadow. As the trio enter the room, I can't help but notice that Mielbjorn's title is much shorter than the other judges. Even the priest has more than he does. Maybe it has something to do with his age, or the fact that his brand isn't impressive enough. Whatever the reason, it doesn't stop him from standing in front of his father, smiling at the crowd as he walks to his seat. Moreover, the difference between the arrival of the two bears and that of the tiger is striking. While Mielbjorn and Lusk merely give brief nods, Aeon makes grand gestures with his paw, greeting a few nobles personally. Finally, they take their seats except for Aeon, who remains standing with a grin. He sets his gaze on the crowd, giving time for Clovis to join him. He then speaks up, the brand of the rooster increasing the volume of his voice. As you know, King Lusk and I ascended to the throne. Our goal has been to rebuild Frostfang, to return the kingdom to its former glory. Which one is Lusk? I'm kind of losing track of who's who here. Aeon's a tiger, I believe. Okay. In just 20 years, we have achieved so much, thanks to all of our efforts combined. The tribes are now united under one banner. The time of internal wars is over. We rebuilt the main roads and secured their passage. Bandit attacks are almost a thing of the past. I have to hold back a laugh. Thing of the past, really? On the main roads, maybe, but I know from first-hand experience that it's not the case from all the roads. But now it's time to start rebuilding our culture, too. That's why Lusk and I have decided to revive one of our ancient traditions to hire a royal bard. This bard will be in charge of our entertainment, of course, but more importantly, he will also be the embodiment of the arts in the country. That's why we want the best of the best. Second now. Gatorade time. Delicious. Alright, my favorite flavor is blue. I also want to mention that the festival in honor of my son's birthday is fast approaching. What better opportunity to showcase the talents of our royal bard? He turns with a huge smile to Mielbjorn, who looks away, trying to hide his embarrassment as best he can. I can understand why. It's pretty obvious that Aeon loves his adopted son, but that's maybe a little too much? So, here is your chance. You will have a unique opportunity to demonstrate that you are the master of your art, and to represent the entire kingdom. And when I say unique, that's not a figure of speech. You have one chance to convince us. One song. You have no room for error. After that, it's over. You want to be at the top? Prove to us that you deserve that spot. A silence ensues for a brief moment, before a thunderous round of applause and cheers erupt. If Aeon's goal was to motivate the contestants, it's obviously a success. Even I feel filled with the new inspiration. One chance and no room for error. Now that's a challenge I enjoy. I glance over to Aket to see him gently clutching the handle of his lute between his talons. When he meets my eyes, he gives me a brief smile accompanied by a nod. Looks like even he is getting into the competition. Clovis takes the stage and bangs his staff on the floor again, the noise filling the room to draw attention to him. Good, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to begin. I will call each of you in turn, and you'll have 5 minutes to get ready on stage and set up your instruments if necessary. Then, well, the stage is yours for the duration of the song. Try to impress the judges and the crowd. When your time is up, try to get off the stage as quickly as possible. The first contestant of the day will be Mr. Amio from Karathan. The shark I spotted at the party then moves forward to take the stage. He's alone, and he carries with him a huge drum. I guess he is doing the singing and the music at the same time. I watch the bard sit up when a brief pain shoots to the base of my neck. What the? Feels like a wasp sting. But it would be weird for that to happen here. I run my paw across the back of my neck and don't feel anything strange. The pain is gone. I guess it was nothing. I must have moved wrong or something. Come on, Ellois, let's focus. Now's not the time to hurt yourself or imagine things. The shark then starts playing. He's good, but I doubt that's what the kings are looking for. A little too brutal, I think. Let's do his piece, though, trying as much as possible to pay attention. Whether he's my competitor or not doesn't change one fundamental thing. He's an artist, and he gives everything he has for the crowd. He deserves my respect, and he deserves to be listened to. Once he's done, I turn to look at the judges, curious to see their reactions. They all flash polite smiles, except for Vol, who has a stern look on his face. It won't be a piece of cake to read their expressions. I also noticed the addition of a new person right next to the judge's podium, Gilliant. I'm not sure when he arrived, but I guess it's not surprising to see him there. Protecting the royal family is his job, after all, and I imagine an event like this must be terribly stressful for him. Second now. Okay. Then the singers and bands come on, one after another. It allows me to confirm what I had noticed during the evening. If no one is bad, there are a few groups that are really excellent. However, I hate to admit that one duo surprises me. It seems that when not completely drunk, the rat I argued with yesterday morning is able to sing properly. I'd even go so far as to say he sings quite well. Finally, after hearing 7 competing groups, the rooster announces that what I was eagerly anticipating. And now, Ellois from Skarna and a cat from Lacan. And Makad. I hear murmurs in the crowd. Perfect. That's the reaction I was expecting. I knew singing with a Macadian would get us some attention. The cat briefly strokes the gold under his left eye upon hearing all this. For a brief moment, I worry that he will crack under the pressure, but he tightens his grip on his lute and turns to me with a smile. Shall we go? Let's show them what we can do. We both go up on stage, under the curious eye of our audience. For now, everyone seems focused on a cat, but I fully intend to change that. I walk to the edge of the stage, facing the judges, a big grin on my face. It's time to do what I do best. As I take the last step to get in position, the pain in my neck returns. A brief spike of pain, and this time it doesn't go away. I wince for a brief moment before forcing a smile again. This is really not the time. Whatever this shit is, I can deal with it later. Right now, I have more important things to focus on. My kings, it is a great honor to see you again. Lord Maelborn, Lord Tennock, Lord Vol, it is a pleasure as well. No doubt you will have the opportunity to hear many new and fantastic songs today, so we have decided to present you with something more ancient and local. A hymn to the glory of Frostfang, something that will, I have no doubt, delight those who have given it back its splendor. I nod briefly to Aket to signal him to begin. Our preparation time is not over, but I still feel that pain in the back of my neck. The sooner we start, the better. When I hear the first few notes, I close my eyes for a brief second, taking a deep breath before I sing. Oh, God. It's in the heart of my country, on top of this great snowy peak, that the elders would set us free. We the feeble, oh we the weak, cast away fallen from abroad. Take up arms, fight for your rights. In the tyrants may there be fright. Their cold corpses will pave the road. God, I wish these rhymed more. Okay. Frostfang, beautiful promised land of freedom and happiness. Whatever your past or your brand, you'll never fall in nothingness. So every other line rhymes. Every line rhymes. Okay. And that's why we will never bend against the scales and the feathers. Without our chains and our tethers, our love for her will be our end. I pause for a moment, letting Aket shine alone as I watch the judge's reaction. Aeon seems rather pleased. I guess the song choice was, Alright, 1 second now. I suddenly feel I feel like my back is exploding. The pain in my neck seems to extend to my tail and I can't breathe. Stop! Please stop this! My knees give out and I find myself on the floor, gasping. I try to force air into my throat, but I can't. What's happening to me? Make it stop! Someone come help me, I beg you! Why is anyone coming? As suddenly as it appeared, the pain in my back disappears and I can breathe again. But now I feel like my head is being split in two. I scream. Nothing exists anymore except the pain. Make it stop. I can't take it anymore. Kill me if you have to. Make it go away by all means. You know what? Maybe I'll go with you to Frostfang after all. Hint of pain is added to the rest. Erwin's image comes to me for a brief moment. You sing well, kid, but I can't let you take the place of my lead singer. Sorry. A new spike of pain. What's happening? Raker never said that. I've had enough. Kill the rabbits. My agony is intensifying. Oh, goodness. My agony is intensifying, but it's not just affecting my head now. I can feel the cold steel in my throat, cutting into my flesh. I don't know what to do. I just want it to end. Please, someone. I close my eyes. Maybe it will stop the images from appearing. Maybe I could just fall unconscious. Glad to see you finally figured out how to make money. Now take off your clothes. No, that never happened. I hope you like the place I picked for our honeymoon. I know it's not Frostfang, but I wanted something quieter. Please, stop. Suddenly, silence. No more pain, no more images, no more voices. What was that? What the fuck was happening to me? I open my eyes. Maybe someone can help me explain it to me. Make sure it doesn't happen again. There's got to be someone who... What the... Facing me, suspended in the air and motionless, inches from my snout, is a piece of colored glass. I raise my head, and all around me I see dozens of other shards of glass floating, immobilized in the air in their fall. The stained glass windows above me are shattered. I don't know how or why. Its pieces are now stopped in midair. What's going on? My voice echoes through the room, and then I realize that there is complete silence around me. No one is talking. No one is shouting. In fact, no one is moving. Everyone is as still as the shards of glass around me. Aket is still focused on his instrument. It's as if everything stopped when I fell to my knees, but that's impossible. I don't understand what's happening. Stop this immediately. Gilliant? I'm not alone. Someone else can help me. He'll probably be able to help explain to me what's going on. I turn to the Panther and I can see him walking quickly towards me. I should be reassured, but something is wrong. The sight of Gilliant terrifies me even more than I already am. A reddish glow emanates from beneath the armor plate covering his torso, and his movements are abrupt, devoid of his usual grace. But the worst part is his gaze. His one healthy eye stares intently at me, and he is furious. I told you to stop! I won't repeat myself. Gilliant, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on. The feline simply growls in response while continuing to move towards me. I start to crawl backwards. I don't have the courage or strength to get up. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's wrong with me, and now this. It doesn't take long for Gilliant to join me. I give him a terrified look as he towers over me with his full height. Deactivate your brand, right now! Gilliant, I don't have... Violent pain in my stomach erupts as I am propelled farther onto the stage. I can taste the blood in my mouth. My breathing freezes again as I roll into a ball in shock from the blow Gilliant just landed on me. I can barely feel the tears streaming down my face. I raise my head briefly, hoping to calm the Panther, but all I see is his paw rapidly approaching my face. And then, nothing. Ooh. The Cat. Chapter 1. Ooh, okay. Siad. In the darkness that surrounds me, voices resound. Some familiar, some unknown. All are incomprehensible. I don't know how long I've been here. Hours? Days? Weeks, maybe. I'm lost in the midst of this emptiness, plagued by memories that I'm unable to tell if I've truly experienced or not. Alright, y'all. I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. You're awesome. We love you. Oh, okay. I'm tired, y'all. I'm really tired. It's after 12. All right. If y'all want to get access to our Not Safe for Work content and get your names in the credits as little as $5. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!